Well, let's start with the UCI match earlier last week. They kind of did to you guys what you did to them in their building. Came back from a 2-0 deficit. What happened in that match? What didn't go right?
Well, I think first of all what went right was we were a little bit closer to being ourselves again as a team, and we showed signs of playing really high-level volleyball again, I think for the first time in several weeks. So that was, the positive takeaway. Negatively, unfortunately, we weren't able to sustain it. I think part of that was us hitting a little bit of a wall. I think credit Irvine. They started playing well. Zach Lacavera, their opposite, started playing out of his mind real early in the third set, and that was the fundamental change in the match. I think we were able to contain them a little bit in the first two sets, and then 3, 4, and 5, we really had no answer, and we were throwing a lot of different things at him, and the guy just had an unbelievable match. And we need to do a better job of trying to figure things out like that. We tried a few things, didn't work, and unfortunately we didn't come away with the win. But I think the positive was we started playing like us again. We started being able to put a team under pressure from the service line for the first time in a couple weeks at times, and it didn't last the entire match, but it was the first positive sign we'd really had that we were a high-level volleyball team again, and getting back to us, and that's been a common theme, and I think we're that part was something to take away and to really bring forward and feel good about.
Well, and you can feel good too because you guys crushed UCSD a little later on in the week, so maybe getting a little bit of the swagger back. Were you happy with the improvements you saw from the prior match?
Yeah, we got the win in 3, and that was, that part was great. In a lot of situations and matches like that, when you're trying to find your way, teams have a tendency to play to their competition. And that entire night, we played our volleyball, and we kept it on our side of the net, and everything was dictated by us. And that was the real positive thing about that. For obviously we won in 3, and obviously we got in and out of there quickly. But we executed just about every phase of volleyball really well. We served great, we blocked great, we attacked great. We dug the ball well, we passed the ball well, everything went well for us, and we maintained a high level throughout the entire match. The talk amongst our team on the sidelines during the timeouts was positive, it was aggressive. Everything was clicking, and we just didn't let our foot off the gas, and that was the part that we really felt good. So if you take the whole weekend, or the whole front of the week, and you look at as a whole, we're coming out of there thinking, all right, we were back to playing high-level volleyball again, and we've got another couple matches here where we need to continue to work on things, but again, we're getting back to us again, and that felt really good.
Well, you have Tuesday, Thursday, Penn State and Lindenwood at the Galen Center. Yeah. I know you like to take it one match at a time, so let's talk Penn State. Obviously a team that, record-wise doesn't look outstanding, but they have a lot of talent.
Yeah, when you look at Penn State, and a couple of things you look at are Taylor Hammond, no relation to Reggie. Taylor's a kid from Southern California, really great setter, and he runs their offense well, and he moves the ball around well, and then they've got a big stick named Aaron Russell, and Aaron's played on the national team with Micah, and he's a guy that you'll see in the next few years playing on the U.S. national team, and he is one of the best outside hitters in college volleyball, and some would argue that he is the best. So, and they've got a lot of talent around him, and a lot of guys that play well. Nick Goodell, their opposite, does great. Their middles are very solid, and these guys are used to winning. They've won their conference every year that their guys have been on their roster. So they're used to grinding away throughout the season and getting it done and being good at the end. And, they're looking at this as an opportunity to springboard themselves toward their end of the season or their final leg or final push of the season, and we're looking at it the same. So to have, two big-time guys on the floor like Micah and Russell and all of the great guys around them on both teams, it's going to be interesting. And really like the challenge. Love it when Penn State and USC get together in volleyball. It's got all the same tradition that maybe people will relate to, with their football teams. And, these are two programs that have been to a truckload of Final Fours and played for national championships and won national championships. So anytime our sport gets two traditional powers like that, it's going to be awesome. So the Galen Center is going to be rocking on Tuesday, and we're really looking forward to the match.